This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Everyone, this is Michelle Fern. I'm your show host on Best Bets for Pets. Today's show is going to be really fun. I'm going to talk about some of the crazier products out there for pets, some of the crazy ones I've had on Best Bets for Pets, and then we're going to finish up with some email questions that I've received in the last couple months that I'm going to answer. So hey, stay right there. We're going to be right back after this short break. Hey guys, Michelle Fern here. I want to tell you about Carlson Pet Products. They're a family-owned, budget-conscious company specializing in creating pet safety products to keep your pet happily protected from puppy through senior years. They have some great products: pet pens, folded elevated beds, crates, and pet gates. Their pet gates fit any size opening in your home. Most gates have a walk-through door for humans and a small door for your pet to go through. I've had a Carlson pet gate in my home for years and absolutely love it. And best of all, you're going to get 25% off and free shipping. Just visit carlsonpetproducts.com. And again, you'll get 25% off your order plus free shipping with the promo code PETLIFE.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Products What the Heck or Oh Yeah show, and then email questions. I've had a lot of products on Best Bets for Pets. That show has been on since 2010. And over the years, I've had so many products, so many. I would say probably maybe 85% of them were fabulous. The other 15%, I don't know. What was I thinking, right? There's a product that I had on. It was one of my first episodes, so I'm going to chalk it up to being naive, new, not sure, because my background is marketing, so I know about that. But I was a new show host, and I was open to, very unique products. And this product was called the Woofer, and it basically turns your dog into a boombox. Now, why you would want your dog to be a boombox, and for those of you who don't know what a boombox is, it's, a loud radio, a walking, speaker, iPhone speaker, your dog is musical. And basically, it was kind of like a sweater with speakers in it, and it fit your dog. So kind of bizarre. I guess I thought it was interesting, but, in hindsight, why would you want your dog to be a boombox? And the other thing is, why would you need this? Why? I mean, you could just put on a radio or something, right? I mean, why would you need this? If you're walking with your dog, you can listen to headphones. I'm pretty sure they had them 10 years ago. I don't know. So that's what I'm chalking it up to. And then here's another product. I actually saw this in a store. And I'm not going to name the store, but we all know what it is, especially in the U.S. It has a bullseye, as their logo. So enough said. They had water in a plastic bowl with a seal on the top. And I happened to be in the pet section and I noticed this product. And it was a bowl with water in it with a seal on the top. So, it was just a bowl of water. But the bowl wasn't reusable. And it came single or a 3-pack. And the bowl itself, I think, with water in it was like $2. And I'm looking at it thinking, what in the world is this? You're selling me a bowl of water for $2? Why would I buy this? Why would I have this for my dog? Maybe, I don't know if I was going into a cave or something, I'd have to have bowls of water. But why would you do this? There's devices that go on the end of a water bottle that becomes like a little bowl for your dog. If you're on hikes or something, there's little collapsible bowls. I've had all of these kind of products on Best Bets for Pets and think they're great. But this bowl of water, I just did not understand. I kind of thought it was a joke, but it was on the shelf. There was a price on it and everything. They were selling this So it made me think, why would this big chain want to even have it in their store? Okay. And why would someone manufacture this? It wasn't water that was especially for dogs. It wasn't, vitamin water for dogs or anything like that. I just was so perplexed. And, sure enough, a couple weeks later, it was being discontinued. So I guess most people thought that it wasn't really worthwhile either, Why? Why would you buy this? I have no idea. Okay, here's another thing that I don't really understand. Nail polish for your pets. I know that people get their dogs groomed and get their nails polished. I think that trend is declining, but I've never had that kind of a dog. My dogs have generally been more rugged dogs, and I've never had their nails polished. So I don't really get that. They have pedicures for pets where you can actually paint your dog's nail, and it looks like a kind of like a marker. But again, why? And speaking of pedicures and nail polish for your pets, here's another product I don't really get. There's these like clips. They're kind of like nail covers for your cats. And I've seen them. Obviously, I wasn't at the Global Pet Expo in 2020. It was canceled thanks to the pandemic. But I've seen them around. I've gotten a sample of them. I've never used them. Okay, one, I would probably be clawed to shreds to try to get that thing on my cats. There is no way in the world my cats are going to let me sit there and let me figure out how to get this little piece on their nails. And if I could, Dennis would be the only one that would let me do it. But if I could, why would I want to do that to them? It kind of protects, I guess there's protection from your cats for clawing things, but cats need their claws. They use them for grooming. They use them for protection. They use them when they're in movement. They need their claws. They don't need this little piece on their claw, on their nails. And the other thing I'd be concerned of is what if it fell off their nail and they swallowed it? Then what? So I haven't seen these lately, maybe because I haven't looked, but I hope this is a trend that's kind of declining because I just don't get it. And, from the pet parent's point of view or from the cat's point of view, I don't see the purpose of those nail protectors at all. Okay, here's a product that I saw when I was doing some research on things on the internet. And I thought, what? Why would you want this on your pooch? This product is called a Poop Trap Magic Poo Collector. And it kind of looks like a harness that has a little bag right under your dog's tail, right where their butt is, so that it collects the poop as their dog poops. It kind of looks like a torture contraption, and it's right there. And those of us that have dogs know, one, dogs are sensitive to that spot. So you don't want to, have that contraption. It's not on their, butthole. It's like right over there so that it catches the feces when it comes out. But you're still going to have to hold this bag. So why not just use a bag to collect the mess? Or, one of those long stick bags or something if you don't want to touch it. Why would you want this? Don't get it. But if you're curious, just do a search online. It's called Poop Trap Magic Poo Collector. Okay, so here's another product that I saw while doing some research, and I thought, I hope this doesn't really exist, but I think it does. It's called the Dog-O-Matic Dog Washing Machine. It was designed by a Frenchman, and it looks like a washing machine you enclose and your dog is inside there. I think your dog is, I'm sure, I hope that your dog can breathe and everything, but it looks like a torture chamber. It does look like a washing machine, but just larger, of course, and it's for your dog. Why? Why would you subject your dog to anything like this? I've not seen this in the U.S., and I hope it doesn't exist here. I know we have listeners all over the globe, so hopefully this is something that someone designed and it just was on the internet, because I think putting your dog in something like this would kind of be unethical. Now, here's a product that I can understand both ways, It's called Pooch Diapers, and they're a little diaper for your pooch. But I can see the purpose in that. One, if you have a female dog in heat, you need something like that. Two, if you have a dog that's maybe have a belly sickness and it's coming out, the back end, you need something like this maybe for a short time. But that's it. Not to wear, constantly, because I don't think your dog would need it unless your dog was incontinent or had a problem with bowel movements. Otherwise, pooch diapers, just to be cute or have another thing for your dog to wear, nah. So we're going to take a short break and come back, and I'm going to answer a couple of your email questions. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, Michelle Fern here. I want to tell you about Carlson Pet Products. They are a family-owned, budget-conscious company specializing in creating pet safety products to keep your pet happily protected from the puppy stage through the senior years. Carlson offers a variety of products such as pet pens, folded elevated beds, crates, and pet gates. Their portable pet pens are lightweight and foldable and have a carry bag for storage when you're on the go. I love traveling with my portable pet pen from Carlson. It's made traveling with Nikki so much easier. I've used my portable pet pen at home, again, traveling, or even when I'm doing a short road trip. They're also ideal to use at home, traveling, or simply headed to the park down the street. The portable pet pens come in 2 sizes, 6-panel or 8-panel, and they give your pet ample room to move around. Plus, you can add an attachable canopy to create a shaded outdoor oasis for your pet. Visit CarlsonPetProducts.com to get 25% off your order, plus free shipping using the promo code PETLIFE.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the second part of my show, which is about kind of like products that are strange. And now we're on to the email questions. I have a couple questions I'm going to answer that I've received over the last couple months. And so here we go. All right. I'm not going to mention the person's name or anything, but they are actual email questions. Someone asked, what are some of my favorite products? It's kind of like picking your favorite fur kid. You can't really do it. But if I had to answer 1, 2, 3, like off the top of my head, it would be Belly Bands, Dynatrap, and this is really recent, but I'm so in awe of it, my painting by Augie Dog. So let's go with Belly Bands. Belly Bands, that's a product that I've had on the show. Well, all of these products have been on my show. And Belly Band, when I first heard about it, I thought, for male dogs, and I've had male dogs the last 15 years. But for the female dog, it's like a little bit like a diaper, but not quite. It's not a pooch diaper. It's like really for dogs that are incontinent. And a lot of times this happens with small dogs. They get excited. They can't hold their leak in and so forth. So that's where belly bands come in. And Nikki wears a belly band all the time. It doesn't irritate him or infect him or anything like that. What it is, the belly band is a strip of fabric and you insert a pad in it. And the pads that you insert are incontinent pads for, people. So, it's human grade quality. And that's it. It has been wonderful because when Zeus man was getting old, he would leak, and I think he had like doggy dementia and the poor baby. And so he would, mess in the house a lot, and having the belly band was just wonderful. And I think it was better for the dogs, too. They didn't get punished for, peeing on the carpet or anything like that. And it was just better. They're so easy to use. Didn't irritate the dogs at all. No problem at all. Do a search online. They're called belly bands, or there might be other names for them, but I know them as belly bands. Wonderful. I highly recommend them. They're also good if you have male dogs and they might mark if you're traveling, or if you're traveling for a long period and you're not going to be maybe making as frequent stops as, your little dog, Nikki, that's you, might need. They're also wonderful for that. So I love belly bands. Okay, moving on. My next favorite product is called Dynatrap. And the Dynatrap is for pet parents. When you're walking your dog and you open the door and you have to wait for them to come in and this and that. Guess what else comes in? Flies. unless you live, I don't know, maybe in Antarctica, you're going to have flies at some point. And at first when they contacted, me to be on Best Bets for Pets, I thought, this is kind of strange. I don't know if this would be that great of a product or not. But the more I thought about it, I thought, it really is, because usually when people walk in your house, it's quick. You shut the door. But if you have a senior dog or a little dog and they take their time, you get a fly in, a fly out, and they're hard to get out. This Dynatrap collects flies like magic. And it's not just by the sticky paper. It also emits like a light, and I think it has a certain high-pitched noise. You would not believe the amount of stuff you find on this trap. Now, maybe because we're in South Florida, we have more bugs than normal. I don't know, but it's amazing. I have bought this for relatives. You can order replacements. I've ordered replacements several times. This is one of those products that I am so glad to have. You have no idea when you look at that sticky thing how many creatures were in your house. So it's wonderful. It's called Dynatrap. Okay, then lastly, and I think this is the product that comes to mind. It's a little sentimental, but I was also wowed at how great it looked. It's called Augie Dog. Mr. Zeus passed away in August of 2020, and it was devastating to me. It was so sad to lose him. I knew it was time. He was almost a little over 15 years old, but it's still hard. And when Nicole, the artist at Augie Dog, contacted me, I said, can you do a painting of Zeus? And she said, sure. And the painting, it's on my Instagram, which is @MichelleFernPet. It is amazing. It's abstract art, so it's colorful. It's beautiful. And she does not just dogs, because it's called Augie Dog, but she does cats, birds, pigs, goats, any kind of animal. And they're beautiful, stunning, vibrant. It's so nice when you see, your fur babe in a setting that's just so colorful. And I don't know, the colors in it just seem to give life to him. So I was floored by the results. I was just stunned, and it kind of emotional, but it was also just amazing to see it. And, you would think a painting would be, okay, that's nice, but they're so expensive. Her prices are so reasonable, like really, really reasonable. So I really encourage you to check it out. It's Augie Dog Art. Or if you don't remember, whatever you need more info, Michelle at PetLifeRadio.com or at MichelleFernPet. Send me a message and I'll send you her information. But it's called Augie Dog Art. Okay, moving on to the next question. Somebody asked, what product do you have that seems like a luxury, but you really think it's a necessity? I thought, that's a really good question. And what comes to mind, and I have a lot of different products with Best Bets for Pets that I've tried out over 10 years and I don't know how many shows. And what comes to mind is cat water fountain. Cats are finicky eaters and sometimes finicky drinkers. My cats have always been pretty good drinkers, but they drink best when there's moving water. So I invested in a cat fountain, maybe 3-4 years ago. And actually, I am going to have one on a show upcoming soon, and my cats love it. They are mysticized by the moving water, and it's actually really good for your cats to drink water. It's healthier for them, and it's better overall. It's, if you talk to your vet about it, a lot of vets will say, well, that's why we feed them wet food versus just only dry, so we get some water in them. But then again, my cats have been pretty good drinkers, but with the water fountain, it's much better. So that would be, I guess, my ultimate, seems like a luxury item, but it's really a necessity. Because you could have just a still bowl of water, but having a water fountain for the cats, it makes drinking, I think they drink more, and not only drink more, but drink more often, which is the whole point of the cat water fountain. Okay. Here's another question that I got, and I am not sure what I would say for the answer for this. Somebody said, what kind of products do you think we need more of? I don't know if there's any single product we need more of. I love products that help pets' behavioral issues, help your pet feel better, have better health, help the pet parent, because all of that helps with the, resulting in pet parents and pets staying together. The pets won't be returned to the shelter, the pets won't be abandoned, and therefore less pets are euthanized. So any of those kind of products, I'm all for. I also really love that so many companies today are giving back. Many companies will take a percentage of their profits and either donate, their food product or monetary donation to shelters, whether it's local shelters or shelters where they, pick a different shelter every quarter or so forth. And I love that because, I would love to see 0 cats and dogs euthanized, and the numbers have dropped, but I don't know if we'll ever get to 0. But everything that whenever we support a product that gives back to these shelters, we're helping the whole cycle of animals going to shelters and not being adopted and euthanized. We're helping minimize that cycle and minimize those numbers. So keep a lookout. Check out those smaller brands that donate to local shelters, maybe in your community or so forth, and look into buying them. So, hey, I'd like to thank you all for listening. Thanks to my pet crew, Molly and Charlotte, Dennis, Sammy, Jethro, Nikki, for testing all of these products over the years. And hey, Mr. Zeus too, he tested many. And thanks to everyone that listens to Best Bets for Pets. And thanks especially to my hardworking producer, Mark Winter, for making me sound wonderful. To work in his magic and making all these shows sound so wonderful. So thank you, Mark. And hey, keep listening. You never know what we're going to have on Best Bets for Pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.